Hey everyone, welcome to Yachna Science classes. I am Ankit Dixit. Today our topic is anatomic clock. Clock is that which measure the time is known as clock, but the difference between anatomic clock and the simple clock. Anatomic clock is a special type of clock which is used in the research purpose, laboratory, telecommunication, and for the accurate time measurement for the galaxies universe time it is used. So we discuss atomic clock and how it is work. Okay, now we start how atomic clock is work. Now atomic clock is a device. First we give the definition of the atomic clock. An atomic clock it is a device which provide the world standard for the precision time keeping is the NS3 atomic clock. Okay, now NS3 atomic clock is consist of a molecule, that is ammonia molecule. This NS3 is known as ammonia. Okay, now this ammonia molecule consists of 3 hydrogen atom and 1 nitrogen atom. There are 3 hydrogen atom and 1 nitrogen atom. Understand? And the 3 hydrogen atom are arranged in a plane. These 3 hydrogen atom are arranged in a plane, or we can say in the shape of pyramid. Okay, now there is a one nitrogen atom, one nitrogen atom. This NS3 molecule has two equilibrium configuration or position. NS3 molecule has two equilibrium position, or we can say that configuration. Okay, now these hydrogen atom are arranged in a plane. Now we draw the shape of the nitrogen molecule. This is the nitrogen atom. This is nitrogen atom, and the 3 hydrogen atom are arranged. This is hydrogen atom, this is hydrogen atom, this is hydrogen atom. This is H represent for hydrogen. Okay, this is one NH3 molecule. There are two equilibrium position or configuration which are above and below the plane of hydrogen. Okay, this is another nitrogen. This is the position. This is the position. Yes, like this, like the arrangement of the NH3 molecule. These nitrogen atom oscillate above and below the central plane of hydrogen atom. These nitrogen atom move upward in direction, upward and below about the central plane of hydrogen atom. This nitrogen atom is equidistant from each of the hydrogen atom. Okay, now this distance is x, where x is the distance, where x is the distance from each of hydrogen atom above and below the plane of hydrogen atom. Hydrogen atom. Due to the change in the position of the nitrogen atom, there is a potential energy carried by the nitrogen atom. Therefore, there is a potential energy. There is a potential energy carried by the nitrogen atom due to the change in the position of the nitrogen atom, equidistant from all of the hydrogen. Okay. Now, the nitrogen atom oscillate between the two equilibrium position. This is equilibrium position and this is also equilibrium position. There are two equilibrium position about which the nitrogen atom are vibrate or oscillate. Okay. Next is the nitrogen atom. The nitrogen atom oscillate between these two equilibrium configuration, or we can say that position, which are equidistant from each of hydrogen atom. Understand? So, due to the change in the position of nitrogen atom, there is a energy. That energy is known as potential energy. Due to the change in the position of nitrogen atom, it carry potential energy. And potential energy is a function of distance. So we write Vx. Vx is the potential energy which is a function of distance, which is represented distance by the x. Understand? Next, at the equilibrium position, there are two minima. Okay? Understand properly? Take the screenshot. Now, after we discuss about the energy of the nitrogen molecule or atom, next is NH3 molecule is bound with, or we can say that nitrogen atom is bound with the molecule. Nitrogen atom bound to the molecule, So, energy is quantized. And which lies well below the central maxima of potential value. Now we draw the graph of potential energy of the nitrogen atom NH3. Now this is the distance. This is the distance, and here we take the potential energy of NH3 molecule. This nitrogen atom oscillate between the two equilibrium configuration and about the central plane symmetrically, about central plane symmetrically. Now the energy is in the shape like this, like this, like this. These are the this point and this at this point. This is the minima value. Minima. There are two minima value. First minima and this is the second minima value. Okay. Now this is the central. This is the central maxima. This is the central maximum of the energy of nitrogen atom. Understand? Now clear? Understand? Now take your screenshot. Okay. And this central maxima is create a barrier to the nitrogen atom. The central maxima create a barrier. The central maxima, the central maxima create, or you can say that present a barrier to the nitrogen atom, barrier to the nitrogen atom, which the central maxima create or present a barrier to the nitrogen atom about which nitrogen atom channel back and forth due to back and forth there is a tunneling frequency. Due to the back and forth there is a tunneling frequency. Due to tunneling there is a frequency. That frequency is known as tunneling frequency. That frequency is known as tunneling frequency. So the nitrogen NH3 molecule frequency, tunneling frequency is quite low as compared with the other most molecular vibration. So we use the nitrogen atom in first time in the atomic clock, or we can in NH3 atomic clock. The frequency is 2.3786 10^10 Hertz. Frequency is 2.3786 10^10 Hertz. This frequency. Okay, so we use the NH3 atomic clock. As compared to other clock, NH3 atomic clock is more compact in shape, easily operated. It is operated at room temperature, less cost as compared to other clock. It is used in satellite research purpose, telecommunication. Okay, so we use the atomic NH3 atomic clock. Okay, thank you.